I can hear you. I think it's working.
Ben Dinucci.
Oh my God! Are we gonna talk football?
Well, I mean, it's just so all encompassing how fantastically
I love
awful
that, like
Dallas is.
the third quarterback, the third depth on the depth chart quarterback for the Cowboys is this guy called Ben Dinucci, and he's like the most mediocre of mediocrities. He is like the unflavored oatmeal of quarterbacks.
He is the flower of spice.
And in one, yeah, and he is, and when he played 1 week, and there's already a gazillion, I guess TikTok memes mostly, and they're just, it's literally like they show they play some other music.
Yeah,
I forget what it is.
It was
No. That's the second music.
Oh, okay.
It's some other music, and it shows the first quarterback getting hurt.
It's like Sarah McLachlan.
No.
Oh.
And then maybe, and then the
Eyes
second
of the Angel, sir.
and then the second quarterback getting hurt, and then you hear someone's voice with a terrible, like hacky Italian accent.
Voice of an angel, sir.
Go Ben Dinucci, and then they play that cartoony, clowny Italian music, and they show like him running a play that's like either super mediocre or like a incompletion or a drop or just some non-achieving moment in his one game as a starter.
Do you know who Ben Dinucci is?
No.
He is the butt fumble every play.
Oh, he's the living embodiment
He's
of a butt
living
fumble.
embodiment of the butt fumble. I loved every moment of it.
The funniest thing was over the course of the week, someone went through his old social media.
Oh yeah.
Like when he was younger, he really showed his ass.
Yeah.
And we were talking in the truck about, when you hit that level, when you're no longer like, I mean, I guess he didn't realize he was, because have you ever seen like Blue Mountain State?
Yes.
Okay. Remember that main character was the backup quarterback, and he was happy to be the backup quarterback. He had no aspiration of ever playing in a game.
Yeah.
He was just coasting through college, living the good life.
That was Ben Dinucci.
And then he got thrown in the deep end. And this was Ben Dinucci. Because if Ben Dinucci was thinking about it, as soon as he hit the pros, he should have wiped his histories. Keep your social media accounts.
Yeah.
You should have wiped your history.
That goes for everybody, man. Woo. That goes for everybody. Because the second you get drafted on a big stage of any sport or anything like that, nah, man. Raise that earth, man.
When the greatest irony was the one where, you take into consideration he is the third backup quarterback for the Cowboys, and he gets thrown in his starting job. He has a terribly mediocre to bad game, depending how much of it's his fault. And then he gets benched for the fourth and fifth backup quarterbacks, which is a toss-up at this point. And you go through his history, and one of his tweets was saying how Tony Romo sucks. And you're like, now that guy is probably might eventually go in the Hall of Fame and noted as one of the great quarterbacks, maybe the third or fourth best quarterbacks ever with the Dallas Cowboys. Maybe you want to not have that shit biting you in the ass.
The best was Jerry Jones post game, where he just looked like a defeated man. Like he just like someone just shit in his cereal right in front of him.
I feel like
he had to eat it.
That moment, in a movie when the guy's having a dream or a fantasy, and the fantasy is he's at a football game, and the coach is there, and the quarterback goes down, and he turns in the stands and points to him and goes, we need you now, run down." I feel like that was almost Ben Dinucci.
Almost Ben Dinucci.
The guys that replaced him are that guy.
Yeah.
The fourth and fifth. I mean, come on.
He wanted to be the backup to the guy from Clemson, but instead, we got Ben Dinucci.
Yeah. Where the next guy up just steps in, and it's hard to pry the ball away from him. Again, it's hard to take the starting job away.
And it's it's really difficult to hold him this. I mean, bro, you're third on the depth chart to Dak Prescott and Andy Dalton. There's no way you entered this season thinking I was going to get a snap.
The problem is he really fucked himself. Here's why. Follow me with this. When you're the third quarterback, you're really never going to play.
At all. Why are you going to
Ever.
get dressed?
So you can kind of skate from like team to team
Yeah.
as their like third or practice squad quarterback for
Yeah.
years
Yeah.
because no one's really gotten enough of a look at you.
Yeah.
Now there's like a full game of
Oof,
you.
what a game it was.
So now he his career might have averaged 5 years.
yeah, it might average
Now
2.
it's gonna be under the NFL average of like 2.5 or 3 or whatever.
Oh my goodness.
It is. Oh, that poor
You
guy.
almost feel bad for the guy, but then you see the tweets and you're like, you kind of asked for this.
kind of asked for it, and I enjoy every time I see one of those little videos. Ben Dinucci. I laugh every time.
Because what's great about the Tony Romo tweets is, didn't Romo basically get introduced in the NFL sort of the same way? Didn't like Drew Bledsoe get hurt? And then
I don't remember.
Wow,
'cause
wow,
that was a while ago.
Drew Bledsoe basically ushered in 2 modern day quarterbacks.
Yeah,
And
2
he-
Hall of Famers.
Yeah, I did. Is Tony Romo Hall of Famer?
I think he's like in the discussion.
Is he first ballot though?
No,
No. Okay. All right. I didn't think so. I wouldn't agree. I would have said.
I don't know. Here's the thing: like your career in the NFL, for some of these guys, he might go in as a player, but he is seen and heard more
Oh, the broadcast. Yeah.
as a broadcaster now, and he's really good at that.
Plus, he fucked Jessica
So
Simpson.
that might improve their opinion of
Yeah.
him, hearing his knowledge and his take on things and whatever, and realizing how smart he was. It may just improve people's general
Yeah.
vision of him as because he's the kind of guy that had all these great numbers and had all these winning seasons, but never got the ring.
Yeah. He was.
He's like a Dan Marino.
He was on
without not as high of his statistics, but a winner. Like the
Yeah.
guy was a winner.
Every one of those Dallas teams when he was at his peak were all fucking certified killers, but there was no cohesion, no unity, no one culture in that locker room.
Yeah.
And you were just like, man, you are so talented, but you're not going to win shit because y'all can't work together.
No.
Well, that being said,
Mhm.
we're recording this huddled together during Tropical Storm ETA at the
Ada. I think they call it Ada. Like,
is it Ada?
like Zeta, Beta, Ada. It's Greek alphabet.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
What I love most about Ada is it's going to brush us, and then for some odd reason, I guess because
Bang like a hard, not even 90 degree,
like
like
almost a full
110
180.
or something.
a full 180 and go, hey, Florida, I didn't miss you.
Just give us a kiss and
Yeah.
move on. I mean, we're in the, I guess these would be feeder bands we're in now that like,
Yeah.
I mean, I look outside and it looks like hurricane weather to me for sure.
It's just,
And then it'll be brutal like this where it's raining and the wind's blowing and shit's getting knocked down and there's rubble flying everywhere.
I'll be interested to know about work tomorrow.
Yeah, and then there'll be moments where there's nothing, and that's when you jump to go out and walk the dog.
What I love
or
is
something.
What I love is it's tropical storm, borderline hurricane weather, and we're South Floridians, and we're just like, oh, it took this long. All right, cool. Well, I guess I can't go out today, but I hope my power stays on because there's a football to watch.
Yeah. Oh man, I think you just
No,
you just mushed us.
No
like-
way, no
like,
way.
This is a Jackie Johnson.
I would
moment.
never do that.
You're channeling him.
I would never do.
Do I have too many of his things here now? Since his wife brought over a few of his things for me, that it's influencing you. Are we haunted? Is he haunting this podcast? Because
Have you seen any empty Bud Light cans around?
no, but there's a full one in the fridge that says.
Have you checked if it's still full?
That thing's safely under a butter lid. Nobody
Nothing-
would lift that.
No Bud Light is safe from Jackie Johnson, sir.
That's true. Oh my God.
Oh, this is a hell of a
we
week.
still rib him. So I assume you don't want to talk about any of your current developments, right?
Oh,
Unless you want to vent, because I encourage that stuff.
No.
Yeah.
We're gonna leave that safely in the bottle for
no,
now.
no domestic talk
Look,
today.
there's nothing wrong with the domestic situation at the Prime House. Everything is copacetic as we speak.
You sound like that press lady
There
for
was-
Trump.
There was simply an early morning misrepresentation of some words that's been handled. We're good.
Yeah. Is your thing plugged
I don't
in?
know. Is it? Can
Okay.
Oh
yeah.
my.
I don't know. I got like a headphone issue
Hold on.
sometimes. Yeah. Go ahead.
Hello.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm good. I'm good.
All right. I'm sure people really appreciated that. You get loud.
I do get
You do
loud.
understand. Can I raise an issue with you?
Absolutely.
When we're in the truck,
Uh-huh.
two things. I think you got a little butthurt when I wanted to set the balance back the way I had it.
No.
You seemed a little too.
No.
But maybe I'm just saying
Did
that.
I purposely move it because I like to hear surround sound? Yes, but do I respect my friend and his medical issues? Absolutely.
Let me tell you something. Okay, so, God, how long ago did I live with Dan and Amanda? Because that's a story for another day.
Okay, I don't know if you were asking me or not.
Well, that's
I don't
before
have a fucking clue.
before I met you. So it's got to be like 10 years ago, maybe 8.
Before the dawn of Sigourney Weaver?
8, 9, 10 years ago. And ironically, we lived in these apartment complexes. I moved away, came back. Same layout and everything. So it helps solidify the memories because all the surroundings are identical to what it was then. Holy shit! I just lost track of exactly what I was going to talk about.
And you don't do drugs.
No. Oh, the ear thing. So I got sick. I got really sick, and no insurance, and I just weighed everything out. I got one day my head got so stuffed.
Yeah.
It clogged my ears up so bad that I had about this is estimation. This is not science. This is bro science, but at 5 to 10% of my hearing.
Yeah.
I couldn't hear anything. And I got nervous and whatever, but about 12 hours later, because again, I'm just waiting for things to
You can't be sick if a doctor doesn't say so.
blow over. My ears cleared out, and I could hear again, but they were ringing.
Yeah.
And they haven't stopped ringing since. So for 8 years or 10 years, whatever it's been, I should look that up. My ears have been ringing, and it's a solid enough level where it interrupts with me being able to hear things clearly sometimes. The other problem is that when you have the radio on, you turn it up too high. So I went and turned the balance down so it blasts in your speaker and mine's lower, and then I'm not in pain. It doesn't hit that sharpness in my ear. That said, you turned it back, and then I got a little annoyed, and I put it back. But
no, it's
the other thing is, this is where I was going with the whole thing, is that doesn't solve the problem, and it'll never solve the problem. Is that you're fucking loud sometimes, and your voice hurts my ears when we're in that truck. That's how loud you are. Not when you're yelling at cars and stuff, but when you're on the phone on speaker.
Oh. We're both like that, actually.
We're probably both screaming.
We are both screaming at the phone.
And they're probably holding the phone away from their head.
We are two dogs barking at the same hydrant.
Because, we're not that far away from the microphone.
No.
It's a foot or two where it would be up. So I don't know why we're screaming.
I'm kind of glad we bring that up because we both... Because I was going to bring that with you at some point. Ben, you don't have to yell at the phone.
Well, you be aware that you do exactly the same
thing. So apparently we
are
just two dogs barking at the phone.
Yeah.
And Zach on the other line is like, what is happening?
But my point is that there's a certain volume or pitch or whatever that is because of my ears and my hearing damage, or maybe the fact that I have 2 blown eardrums. I would have to see a doctor to know these things. It goes right through them like a fucking ice pick. It causes pain. So every now and then I don't know if you see me, I stick my fingers in my ears while you're on the phone.
I don't notice at all.
Yeah.
But so, and I think it can be attributed, we spend so much fucking time together that our bodies are naturally finding every way to annoy each other without us consciously doing it.
Oh, I thought you were going to say our periods were syncing.
No. That's the next step.
Oh.
We haven't reached that level yet. I don't think so. We'd have to live together, which at that point I'm pretty sure my wife would divorce me, and
well, it's
why don't you just marry Ben?
I didn't know there was this much jealousy.
No. I made that all up in my head
because
I made that all up in my head. There's no jealousy.
There's nothing to be jealous about.
No.
There's nothing special here.
No. Nothing but the calloused hands and awkwardness.
Did we ever agree if there would be eye contact or not?
There's never eye contact, sir.
Not even talking.
Shit, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was weird. So,
I was reaching for my Coke.
although we I mean, if we were to be relocating for work,
Oh no, we're both.
we would be moving in together
we
for
would
short term.
Yeah, for short term.
Because we both would still be obligated to our leases down here.
And I'm 100% gonna rip the wife at that point. At like 2 months in, going, wouldn't be the worst idea in the world. Saves money. Yeah, only to have a phone physically make its way through space to hit me in the head.
Maybe she doesn't realize I'm a good roommate.
No, you're clean.
Except in my bedroom.
That's fine. Your personal
There's
space is your personal space.
There's like stuff all over the walls. You don't even know.
Oh well.
No, I'm kidding.
Well, you got the
Don't
black
ever-
light off right now.
Don't
so I
ever
can't-
bring the black light. Just shoot a new coat of paint first. Trust me. Oh my god.
Oh my goodness. Oh shit. So you watched some AEW last night.
I watch wrestling.
Yeah.
You watch football.
I did watch football, that Clemson game.
Yeah.
But we already talked football. And
I have something we can do.
Oh,
It involves calling Anthony.
we can call Anthony.
But on the last podcast, I thought of reminiscing about the Vanilla Ice concert we went to.
Oh my god.
The three of us. Now, keep in mind, I barely remember it.
I
So you guys are a little more detail oriented.
yeah, I can recall key points.
Okay,
I can
maybe.
recall key points.
Yeah, I mean, I remember some funny. So let me call him.
Okay.
And then we'll do house cleaning at the end. But
Yeah.
let's see.
Yeah, because I was gonna tell the RVD was way too high at the first Ronin show story. But this is better than that.
Well, we could tell that if this runs short.
Uh,
He may not remember much either. We may be like, remember that? Yeah. Do you have any stories? No, I don't remember. Anything.
Hello.
Hey,
What's up, buddy?
What's up?
hey, look at this guy.
This is wait. What day is this? Is this Tuesday? I don't know.
It's Christmas Day, sir.
What's going on?
We have ambushed you on a Tuesday though, where he was sitting in the room while you were
Yes. Yeah.
talking a
this
little.
is
Well, we
true.
were talking a little shit about him.
Yeah.
This is true.
Yeah. So
Well, hey, you know what?
what?
We were talking about his diet, and that didn't last long.
We're not, we still scraping that barrel there. All right.
You're still scraping the bottom of a bag of chips. So.
Listen, man, that's where the best. That's where the best salt is.
Wow.
The
What's
concentration.
going on?
So I was telling Marco that we brought up the Vanilla Ice concert on your last podcast, and I said, well, we should probably just talk about it with Marco because it was the three of us. It was a very special outing of the three of us way back. Like this was like 7-8 years ago now.
It's like 2000, like what, 12?
It's got to be 8 years ago because I haven't lived there in 7 years.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
it's like 11,
So-
12.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
and I felt like we needed three people to even like begin to talk about this
Right.
because I think, well, I know I got blitzed. I got fucked up at
You did.
yeah. So you guys might even
Yeah.
have some good stories
Yeah,
about that.
happy.
Honestly, you know what I thought you were calling?
What?
I thought this was going to be an intervention because Blake's in Atlanta and he never even called me for dinner. But
Oh, no.
Shit.
I was going to save that for Tuesday, but
Oh my goodness.
let's continue with the Vanilla Ice story. It's
No.
better.
Now you've thrown a brick in the whole window. I know everything.
first things first here.
Oh my
Um,
goodness, Blake, what have you done, sir?
So when did he go to Atlanta? Like Thursday or something?
I have no idea. I think so.
I think Thursday, and he's like still there, right? Because
Yeah.
what was it, Friday? He like, what happened? He messaged you or something.
Right. No, it's text that he was here. So he's walking downtown. So
Oh, so
You know,
wait,
it's-
it's not
it's
even.
cool.
It's not even like I just arrived or I'm in town.
He's the least self-aware person alive.
It's I'm out and about with free time.
Oh my god.
And
Hey,
he-
I'm just calling to let you know I'm in your area. This is great. Love hanging out around here. Oh, that's good. Good.
it's okay.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, I'm just letting you know I'm all free and yeah, I got lots of free time. But you go about your day.
Right. But
I don't even know when the show is. Does
Right.
anybody know when the MMA show is? I have no idea.
All I know is Herb Dean is doing some of the refereeing because he made that a point.
I would have went to the show.
Well-
You mean you would have hung out with your boy and supported him in some way? Say it ain't so.
Yeah.
I would have went.
and I mean, God
No,
forbid.
honestly, Marco, I was only going to hoping I could meet Herb Dean.
I mean, God forbid he said, "Hey, I'll put you on the list for a ticket."
Jesus.
Or even if he didn't have that kind of stroke,
Every
be like,
faux pas you can make as a member of the Breakfast Club, and he's breaking it. Like,
Can I suggest something?
Yeah.
You know how he created the term Breakfast Club adjacent?
Right.
How that means like the guys like that are sort of in the Breakfast Club but then found it. I feel like
no, you're not going to go there. Are
I
you
feel
going
like
there?
he created a
What's happening?
position. He created a station, a level, that almost like a subcategory that he may now be trying to occupy at this point. The way he's treating us lately these days.
oh, and what would that be,
Wow.
Ben?
Well, he would no longer be a founding father. He'd be he'd be BC adjacent.
Ooh.
I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there. It's not like he's gonna listen to this anyways.
Right. No, he won't.
So okay. So
Before we get into the Vanilla Ice thing, it's a great story, but I just got a notification. This is strange, and I think it's fitting that we are the Breakfast Club. The three of us are. I mean, we're fat. Let's just be real. White Castle opening the largest White Castle at Disney, near Disney.
Disney
It's happening.
Disney World or Disneyland?
It looks like it's actually in Disney World,
Ben!
near Disney World. So this is big news, guys. Big news.
we might have to have a competition who can eat the most.
We have to watch
Right,
Harold
big
and
news.
Kumar first, though. I need to watch that first White Castle movie to prep,
Right.
and then we'll smoke the biggest of bowls, a piece, and then yes, we'll see who can die first via fake beef.
Right. I feel
Right.
like if I can eat long enough, where your Crohn's kicks in,
He'll have to. He's gonna tap out. He's
I
gonna have to
might.
leave
It
the
might be a
contest?
turtle in the hair competition here. You know.
Right.
Except
Right.
you'll have to take into account that just to beat you, I might skirt death. So
This is true.
I might fight through that.
It's funny how you guys you can't just have a friendly competition. It's like
It's do or die, sir.
you'd rather have like 3 toes chopped off than lose to me.
I've never had a White Castle burger. I don't even know. Are they like Crystal
Oh,
burgers?
I mean, it's immediate shit. Like,
Yeah.
it's just like Crystals. There's
Oh,
no
okay.
difference.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
So
So all I want is like get those fucking onions. I hate those fucking onions. Can't stand those onions.
Yeah.
well,
Well,
I don't know.
so listen, you can start the story. I'm gonna pee on air just so everybody knows. I couldn't hold it any longer. I had to go. Sorry.
This podcast
Can you
in
hear it at
general,
least? Can you at least hear
this podcast in general happens more in the bathroom than most podcasts will ever dare.
This is true.
yeah, I've
I thought I could hold it, but I gotta go. Like,
I've
I couldn't even hold
podcast-
it.
I've podcasted once from the bathroom, but I didn't have sound effects like this. This is special. I don't know why we're even bothering to talk
yeah.
over it. We should just humiliate him.
It's like a babbling
All right,
brook.
we're done. We're
Okay.
done.
Babbling Brook over there.
Well, hey, you know what? You ended a podcast because you had to go to the bathroom once.
I did.
He's ended several that way.
I've at least ended 2. It might be
Right.
3, but we've done a lot. It's hard to remember anymore.
It's his signature exit.
It is, right? Yeah. You could be in the middle of the story, and if that's it, we're done.
We're gonna have to pick this up later, guys.
Why do you think I lied about it? Didn't record the other day.
Right. I knew it, you son of a bitch.
I'm kidding. All right. So listen, I don't know how much you guys remember.
I remember the fucking camels up front.
Yeah, remember that? Okay, so there was this place called Off the Hookah, which I don't think is still there. There's a nightclub there, but I don't think it's a hookah bar club thing. And it was a big place, fancy dressed people, whatever. And it was like their 7th year anniversary.
How did we get in?
What do you mean how we get in? We fucking paid the gimmick and walked in. It was like $10 or $15. It was
I don't feel like we paid. I feel
Maybe
like
not.
didn't
I feel like someone gave us tickets.
someone gave us the tickets? Yeah, they
Yeah.
did.
Oh, see, you guys know this.
There's
story.
no way that any of us
No.
would have paid for it. There's no way.
As grown men to go see Vanilla Ice
Well,
perform 6 songs drunk and high? No.
I wouldn't have paid $55 for a ticket to like a Vanilla Ice concert, but I would have paid $10, $15 to go to a bar.
No. It was like their 1-year event. It was like
Yeah, no, we didn't
exclusive
pay.
in air quotes, but we were given tickets by I don't
Right.
I don't know who gave us the tickets.
Maybe because we knew so many people working over
Yeah.
at next door at Revolution and at at
Maybe Ginny hooked us up.
Yeah, okay.
You know, some shit like that.
Right. There's no way the three of us would ever pay $3 to see Vanilla Ice.
It's not happening, buddy.
I
not
would have, but
happening.
not you guys. All right.
So I remember the fucking camels, and that lasted way too long because we just were so enamored by live camels just chilling outside.
Well, set that up. Downtown Fort Lauderdale, it's like people walking around. You can have open containers down this little area, like a block or two, and it's all bars and restaurants and clubs. And you go down the one alley off the main drag, over. I think is it over by the railroad tracks?
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, there's these two. There were two
camels.
fucking
There
camels.
was two.
And was it part? It was part of the Off the Hookah thing.
Yeah, it was part of the 1 year celebration.
Yeah.
Where they're like, what exotic animal can we rent?
Yeah.
I wanted giraffes, but we got camels, so I'm happy.
I think I took a picture of it, but I don't remember.
Yeah. There's a picture with us because it was one of those things. It's like, nah, we got to have this picture taken. Like, no one will believe us otherwise. And all I remember is just how boring it was until the show started, because it's basically just a nightclub. We're just standing around drinking.
Well, I mean,
oh wait, Flo Rida was there before he really blew up. He was in the back room, and we were like, who is that? Because there was a huge crowd around him at all times, and we kept hearing that there was a famous rapper here. But they said Flo Rida, and I just remember all of us going like, who the fuck is that? And
I don't remember that.
It's before it was before he did the WrestleMania gimmick. Yeah. And we were all like, oh, there's a rapper named Flo Rida. Like that's how bad it's gotten.
I think it was close. I think he had that. I think that song was out.
It might have been out.
Welcome to My House or whatever.
Yeah. Like,
I don't know.
None of us listen to that shit, so we were just like, okay.
I don't even remember that.
Yeah. I don't even know any of his other songs. I thought he performed or got on stage with Vanilla Ice. No? All right. See, yeah, that part's a blur. I know that I argue with you a little bit. I know that that's not your scene as much, but you're not as much of a like go to a place and go to drink and look at girls and all that stuff. Especially since I think you had a girl. Were you with Natalia at that time?
I might have been dating Max at that time.
Oh, well then you should actually.
My soul was dead at that point.
You probably should have been looking.
I should have. Literally, if a cracked out homeless woman had fallen on the tracks and lost a foot, still would have been an upgrade.
Jesus.
It's funny. I was out to dinner with my mom the other night, and she just started telling me stories that Max had told her that I never heard about. She's like, man, that one crazy. Thank God you're so happily married, because let's just go down the litany of jokers that you've dated. Out of nowhere, my mom does this. And it was Max.
So your mom pulled out your rap sheet.
Yeah, I know, no shit. I'm like, Mom, what the fuck are we doing here? How's this intervention? I'm still happily married. And it just all kinds of shit. So I thought that was funny. Yeah. That's that is around that time period. Yeah. Holy fuck.
So
Well, I do remember this, though. I remember it being incredibly empty in there for Vanilla Ice.
Yeah, it was.
There was not many people.
No. Well, Ice Ice Baby came out in like 92, buddy. So
right.
Yeah. Most people only remember Vanilla Ice as I remember Vanilla Ice, the turtle rap.
Yeah.
Which he like the second song he fucking played.
Well, it's his second biggest hit.
Right, he did. He played it, yeah.
He played all the hits, all three of them.
I think we got really excited for the Ninja Go Ninja
of
Go.
Of course
Ninja,
we
Go.
did.
We did. That was the song we all got. The three of us got excited for that song.
And then he didn't end. He didn't end with Ice Ice Baby. He ended with the new club hot single that he had just come out with.
Awful.
And we're all staring at each other going, what the fuck is happening? And then he ended abruptly going, I'm going to be smoking weed up on the second floor if anybody, blah, blah, blah. Something about, standard hot bitches shit, and he leaves, and we're all like, that was it?
Yeah, it was a short.
Do you remember the one chick that got on stage? Like, she was like she tried to get at him like 2-3 times, and he kept swatting her off. Do you remember that?
Oh my God! Well, I don't.
He was swatting, like he was in the middle of rapping, and she was trying to get on him, and he was just swatting her, like he was just swatting her down. Yeah.
It's like, not now, bitch. I'm working.
Yeah, he kept swatting her.
20 minutes. Give me 20 minutes.
Yeah, that was honest to God.
I remember he had a clown.
Yeah.
I remember he had a clown. I remember.
Wait, whoa! I don't remember this. There was a guy like made up like a clown.
There was a guy because
Yeah.
there was a guy dressed as a clown, and then his DJ was dressed as something else, like a fucking.
This wasn't like a Halloween show, was it?
No, this what made it so like and then the clown kept pouring water on people, like water bottles.
Yes, he was. He was pouring water on everyone. Yes.
I don't remember any
And
of
we're
this.
sitting there, and we're all sitting there like, if that water gets on us, we're gonna be so fucking mad.
He was. He was throwing water. We're like, what the hell is he doing?
It was nothing. It was literally watching a bunch of 30-something-year-old people act like they're 14, and a bunch of 20-something-year-old people looking at the 30-something people going, well, we don't know what's going on, but party, you know?
Right. It was the shit. And I just remember it being this giant nightclub that was like really empty for Vanilla Ice. Like, it was not
like,
that many people
we kept
there.
thinking it was going to be elbow to elbow all night. We were
Right.
very comfortable.
I mean,
Right.
but that was a really big place. So
It was.
Huge
even
place.
even
Right.
saying that it wasn't packed, there's still a lot of
Right.
people in general. I mean, like I mean, you know, I know that every time I went in there, whether it was busy or not, there's always a lot of hot girls in there and stuff, and a lot of
Right,
like
right, right.
a lot of those douchey looking guys that you
Ugh.
know have one too many buttons open on their
Yeah,
shirt and those ugly like bright color pattern shirts and you know hairy chests with jewelry and they're all sharing the hookahs.
Well, that whole area down there is
No,
like that.
we call it the Persian bin.
Well, they're not.
Yeah.
I guess it
That's
is.
what it is.
I guess it is the Persian look. They're not all Persians, though. They just.
No, they're literally assuming culture.
Right.
Which, by the way, since that whole culture,
That look is like the affliction look of the MMA.
it so totally is, or the Hot Topic look of indie wrestling.
Yeah.
Right.
I remember two things. When I really don't remember anything before. I remember us going downtown. I remember the Camels. I remember going in. I remember him playing the two hits. I don't remember clowns. I don't remember water. I do remember two things, though. I remember at one point I just grabbed a drink that was sitting on the bar thinking it was mine.
That's right, because we were like, "Where'd you get that?"
And you're
just
like,
"Oh."
you guys are like,
Right.
You're like, I don't think that's your drink. And I had already like taken a couple of sips of it. So I like looked at it and shrugged. I was already like,
Ben could have been roofied.
I was like pot committed to this drink already. I mean, and so I just kept drinking it. I remember that. And yeah, I think you even made the joke. And I'm like, well, if they had slipped the thing in the drink, you know, it was abandoned. So it didn't know whoever was supposed to get roofied
Right.
didn't. So I'm saving someone else. And the other thing was that I kept looking at this really tall blonde chick, and you guys kept trying to convince me that it was a dude, and I think it was a dude.
It was a dude. It was a dude.
Ben.
Yeah,
Ben.
it was
What
a
was
dude.
it? Well, I see. I fill that in because
Ben, his name was Phil, and he had a penis.
well, no. Listen, here's the thing. I'm blitzed. It's dark, so it's already strip club lighting in there, and I've got the beer goggles on,
Yeah.
and I
That's
like
from the roofie.
I like tall women. They stand out
Right.
to me. She was tall, like she was, you know, like she was tall, and she was built like a woman. So I didn't get a good look at her. But it checked a couple of my boxes, and so I was like intrigued. And you were like, I forget which one of you was like that. You're like, no, man, don't even go over there. Like,
Oh, my
it's
goodness.
It's not a.
We
it's-
gotta get Ben to Atlanta, and you gotta take him to a WNBA game. He'll explode.
Wait a second. Now that it all makes sense.
What?
You and Jensen.
Oh.
Zing!
Yeah, but
Oh, awkward silence there.
no, I'm just trying to. I'm trying to have it make sense. She's the one. She was chasing me for 20 years. I wasn't chasing her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hope Bruce doesn't listen to this.
Bruce doesn't care. Bro, I don't even think. I think we're airing other people's dirty laundry. Well, I don't even think Bruce is with her anymore, so I don't think that's a. Bruce wouldn't care. Bruce would be honored to be my Eskimo brother. I think, as I would, as I would to be his.
Well, anyway, back on track. That was one of the worst concerts I think I've ever been
You can't call that a concert. You really can't.
Well, whatever it was.
It's Vanilla Ice showed up late He was like an hour
Yes.
fucking late
Yes,
or
he
two.
was.
It was insane. He showed up, got on stage. He played a 6-pack of songs half-heartedly because they were the only 6 that he could remember in his fucking,
Right.
a haze of alcohol, fucking, weed and whatnot.
Right.
And
But
then
do you remember what he was promoting?
not a
Was
fucking.
he promoting his home improvement show?
He was, yes. He cut a promo about his home improvement show, in between song 2 and 3.
Oh my God, that's right. Because I was sitting there stunned, going like, "Who lets vanilla
Right.
ice in their homes?"
Right, we're he has a house show.
What?
Right, and he was promoting his home show,
And
'cause
I
it
don't
was,
even
just gonna come out.
I don't remember him promoting it. I just was thinking that was about the time that he had that show because I
No, he
remember
was
that
promoting
show,
it.
where he was either he was buying the homes and fixing them up and flipping them, or he was fixing other people's. But I think it was more like they were he had a whole crew and stuff. He had he had a renovation company. He's a GC or something.
That's a fucking that's a fantastic rib to pull on somebody. Hey man, we're gonna fucking totally overhaul your house. The contractor will be in the morning. You open the door, there's fucking vanilla ice.
Vanilla Ice.
That's a fucking rib.
Hopefully his tastes run a little more conservative than back in his
Right.
celebrity days.
Well, listen, man. I think a lot of that nonsense was shook out when he was hanging out over that fucking balcony. He's all right now.
Wow.
He's just.
Well,
We should.
let me tell you, I've been to 2 really bad concerts. That was one, or whatever you call it. That was one, and they were both free. Do you know what the second one was?
What?
I would say it's that next era of somebody that had a couple hits, and then I saw Little John perform at the Sacramento Kings game outside a couple years ago. There was nobody standing outside watching him, and all he did was just go shot, shot, shot.
I was gonna say he only knows 3 words.
Well, he just played music and just screamed, and both of the kids looked at me and they were like, "Who is this guy?" I was like, "Yep, time to go."
That's like DJ Khalid, who just yells his own
Yeah.
name
Yeah.
once or twice.
Right.
Yeah, that's
Right.
Oh my God. I've been the 2 shitties for me were Vanilla Ice. Although Turtle Rap was one of the best live performances I've ever seen.
Right. That was
And I saw a Flock of Seagulls one time with some friends at
No.
at it was golf. No, it wasn't Gulfstream. What's the Hollywood one before it became a casino? And they literally played 6 songs. They came on stage with a 6-pack. They played 6 songs. The second the beer was out, they were gone. And we all sat there and were like, "Wow, that was the saddest thing I think we did." Because they still tried to I remember going to see Motley Crue or Poison, I forget what it was, and one of the undercard bands was Cinderella, and the dude was still dressed like he was 1983, and I was like, "Bro, someone's got to go tell him, man. Someone's got to go tell him it's over."
So I don't remember any bad concerts, so to speak, but I remember my most miserable experience at a concert. Well, there's 2.
Oh,
One was I went to a summer program between my junior and senior years of high school at Carnegie Mellon in Pittsburgh, and the Who was playing at Three Rivers Stadium, and we wanted to take a shortcut to get to the stadium, and it involved hopping over a fence. The fence at the top, it was all the links just cut, so there were all these spines sticking up, and they were sharp. And when I went over the fence, it not only did it rip my pants in half, my one pant leg, I was wearing long pants, cut where it was it just hung. It was half my leg was sticking out of it and stuff. And another couple of the spikes raked across my wrist, and it was I looked like I tried to kill myself. And I'm bleeding all over the place, and I'm like, what the fuck am I gonna do? So when I got to the stadium, I bought a tour shirt just to wrap around my arm.
oh my God.
So
What?
I'm at this Who concert in Pittsburgh.
Pass out from blood loss?
with my pants are all fucked up, half my underwear showing, and I'm bleeding from the arm. That was kind of a rough experience. It's hard to enjoy the concert. The other one was I went with, I don't even remember, one of the I think one of my girlfriends to Lilith Fair one year,
Oh wow.
and it was at the amphitheater up in West Palm.
Yeah.
They had a special, that was a summer tour show, But they decided to throw one winter one in South Florida in February, I think it was. And it ended up being the coldest day of the fucking year. It was like everyone was shivering. We of course we had lawn seats too. The ground was frozen solid. Nobody was dressed expecting this, because you're like, and you go during the day, and then the sun sets, and it gets like 20 degrees colder. I couldn't, because it didn't happen, but I think if it had rained, it would have been snow. That's how cold it was. Everyone saw their breath. Everyone was shivering. I mean, I don't even remember who played other than like Jewel and like Missy Misdemeanor, whatever.
What?
Yeah. I don't remember who else was.
That's a weird combo.
Well, it's all. I assume it's mostly women. It's like a mostly woman show. I thought that's what Little Fair was, like mostly female acts and stuff.
I have a Jewel story.
Yeah.
I stayed in a house. This is the weirdest thing. I stayed in a house in California. We rented a house for work, and it's this massive 10-bedroom mansion, in Oceanside, on the beach. And we get there, and when you walk in the house, it says this house is owned by Jewel. She owns the house, and she basically rents it out as an Airbnb. That's what she did.
So it's not
Jewel.
But it's not her house. Like there's not.
She was. She lived there at one time, and then she moved, but kept it.
Right.
And then she rented it out as an Airbnb. There was like a note on the thing, like she's lived there for like a long time, and then she moved and kept it as an Airbnb.
Yeah, but there's not like family photos in there and stuff. You know what I mean?
Like weird.
No, but it was like they intentionally put the note there when you walk in to tell you like the history of the house, and I was like, that's weird.
This is where Jewel ate.
I wonder what
this
the
is where Jewel went to the
what the
bathroom.
psychology of that is, because you've already rented it.
Yeah.
So it's not like to sell you on it. Is it to hope that you'll respect it a little more and not fuck it up? Is it like or to not feel so bad about what it cost?
Feels
like a weird humble brag.
It does. I feel like there's nothing there but a
Now,
slight
I will
flex.
say I did go look it up after. Like, I wasn't the one who rented it, but after that day, I looked it up because I was like, this is bullshit. I thought they were working us. And in the description of the Airbnb, it did say it was her house.
Oh, just nobody had read it.
No, my boss didn't. He's like, I don't even know what the fuck that is. He didn't even care. He was like, it's a nice house. It was like 10 bedrooms. Yeah.
This house owned by Jewel. Okay.
That's a weird
That's a weird flex, man.
Yeah.
Right. Totally weird.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the amazing life changing fucking Vanilla Ice story.
Well, but it came up on my recently. Was it right? It was like a couple weeks ago. We were
in our memories.
Memories.
Every like couple years, I reshare the post of the original event invite that we shared that night. Yeah. And it's like, and we all just remember it as like this fun time. Although we didn't really have a lot of details to that story.
God, it was so long ago.
But we all just remember it as a great time.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Well, there were,
right.
Because all the talking points are weird, big ones, like fucking camels just fucking chilling there, and like he was late and he was completely blitzed out of his goddamn mind. But he's a performer, so he just did his thing because he's probably memorized that.
Well, he didn't have much work to do.
That six-song set, he's probably memorized. He's probably done it like corporate gigs and all kinds of other shit for fucking ad nauseum. And Flo Rida was there because that's where someone named Flo Rida goes.
Yeah, but he might have to hang drywall in the morning.
Maybe he's totally a functional fucking addict, man. Maybe at fucking 6 a.m. he's all bright and shiny, has his coffee, and he just goes and fucking whatever he does with homes. I don't know. Redecorates or
I mean, we could always ask Neil. I mean, he is a Chadwick.
I was going to interrupt you when you guys were bagging Vanilla Ice so hard that maybe we want to be careful because we're like 2 degrees separated from him.
I'm not bagging on that guy.
I was making a joke.
Yeah.
But
what would that even matter? We started bagging Blake first.
Yeah.
That's even worse.
Yeah, but he actually deserved it.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, Blake is staying at an Airbnb 3 homes away from you, and you just don't know.
Which is worse, coming into a town that one of your good friends is in, and getting home and then mentioning you went there,
Or while you're there.
or literally going, "Hey, I'm hanging out downtown." No invite, no whatever. Not
Is
what
there
are
any
you
cool
doing?
spots I should go? Any recommendations?
Not I'm working, Saturday. You should come, or I can put you on the list. No, hey, let's go grab lunch or whatever. Why don't you come by my hotel later? We'll chill. We'll smoke a fatty and nothing.
Totally oblivious.
Nothing.
Totally oblivious.
I feel like that's worse.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's worse than being so thoughtless or non-thoughtful or whatever you want to say that you didn't even think to call someone when you were there. This is like almost like
this is next level, Blake.
Yeah,
next level.
This is Chadwicking to like the 10th degree.
Like I'm expecting you to like see Blake in like a taxi, and he's gonna wave at you like on the way back. It's gonna be like 3 doors down from where you live, and you're just gonna be like, "What the fuck, man?" But Blake's just not gonna understand.
No.
You're just not gonna get it.
You're gonna look. Here's what I picture. AJ will be like out in the yard doing stuff. He'll see
stuff.
He'll see he'll like keeping the dog away from the deer or something, and he'll look up and see a plane. And in my cinematic vision, he's already got binoculars hanging around his neck. He puts them up. He puts them and looks up, and Blake's looking at him through his little passenger window, shooting him the finger.
In this story, AJ has binoculars because he's bird watching with Bacon out in the behind the house.
Yeah.
Bird watching with Bacon. That's a good name for a podcast.
That is a good name for a podcast. Bird watching with bacon. You don't have to know shit about birds. You know enough about birds. Just have a podcast about it.
Right.
Well, okay. You just brought something else up that you two. I know you guys think I have this tinfoil hat on.
Mm-hmm. We know.
We don't even want to know. Listen, this is crazy. We may have to end the podcast on this, but I woke up this morning at 5:30. I grabbed my phone. I'm on TikTok. The first video is a video about a guy interviewing a guy who used to be in the CIA about how this guy, his job was to kill all the birds.
I saw that.
They could make
Project Water something, right? Project Water
right.
Or something?
Right. Yes. Do you know that next thing I know, it was 7:30 and I was on their website reading. I looked at all their merchandise. Then I read the entire, it's like an hour-long thing you read about the CIA and birds.
Yeah,
and I spent 2 hours watching this.
There's like a project about trying to eliminate all the birds or something.
Right. So the birds that we all see now, some are real birds and some are fake birds. They're there to.
Oh, the birds are fake. Alex Jones brought this to our attention many, many months ago.
Oh, but he's not. He seems crazy, but he's not wrong.
I'm just saying. The frogs are gay.
Yeah.
Just saying. They're turning them gay. The birds are real or fake or whatever the fuck crazy.
Right.
Yeah, listen, man.
See, here's the difference between Anthony and me. We saw exactly the same thing at probably the same time this morning because I woke up around 5 o'clock this morning.
Right.
We both saw it. I got about as soon as he explained what it was. They're like, "Oh yeah, they called me into this office for this Project Water something," and the guy's like, "Well, what is that?" And he goes, "Oh, the CIA was eliminating all the birds." I immediately flipped away.
I did not.
And AJ went, "Where can I find this information?"
I went to the website. I read the whole story, and I went through their merchandise because I was like, wow, like a fake bird shirt? That's a pretty cool shirt.
So did you buy one?
I did not.
May I argue one point? Why has nobody ever caught one of these fake birds?
Because they're elusive. They're robotic. Skynet, man. These fucking birds are like next level.
I've never even heard like someone like snagged a bird in a trap or a net and it's self-destructed.
Yeah.
You know, like
they're not animatronics
hide the evidence.
From Disney, okay? Yeah. These are highly sophisticated fucking robotic
Well, here's
organisms.
my thing.
Okay.
My thing is people kill. No. My saying that it's fake because people kill birds all the time. Like
that's what I'm saying.
Well,
catching
there's guts and then like dogs eat bird. Like I mean, what? Like.
That explains what Dick Cheney shot the Congress guy. They were out bird hunting, and Cheney saw that if he had shot the bird in front of them, that he saw it was a fake one, and he realized, fuck, the whole cover would be blown. Best to shoot this dude next to me.
Right.
Better story.
Right.
So
Right.
that explains that. Yeah,
And the story said that JFK did not know about it, and this is crazy.
Wait.
JFK
I didn't even
did not
realize
know about the birds.
it was that long ago.
Yeah. Well,
No, but listen to this.
where did
He didn't
JFK
know.
come out of it?
No, I gotta tell this story because this is also what made me think this is incredibly fake. So JFK did not know about the birds, right? So the guy's like, well, how did JFK find out? He's like, well, it's really weird. Someone kept stealing JFK's ham sandwich out of the fridge in the White House, and every day he would go and he'd be like, where the hell's my ham sandwich? So he thought it was one of the operation directors of the CIA. He's like, this guy's stealing my fucking sandwiches. So he bugs the guy's phone because he wants to catch him. Well, one day he hears the guy telling another CIA guy, hey, I've been stealing JFK's sandwiches, but I don't eat them. One day I'm going to take them all and put them in his office. So when he comes in, there's like fucking 200 ham sandwiches in
That's
there.
an awesome rib.
Right.
That's a
So
great
but
rib.
in the conversation, the guy says to him, cool, what about the birds? So now JFK's like, what birds? So he brings it up to them. Well, he tells them, guys, we can't do this. Cut the operation. And they said 2 weeks later he was shot and killed. I was like, what the fuck?
Alfred Hitchcock was onto something,
That's
man.
amazing. See, here's I don't want to become a contributor to this
We're already
conspiracy
halfway
theory,
there, buddy.
But now that I'm thinking about it, the birds that they're replacing with robots don't have to be the low-flying ones that ever land.
Right, true.
So maybe they would never catch one anyways. But wouldn't one like run out of gas or something? Especially JFK. JFK. What were they running on?
They're running on the same technology from the crash UFOs.
Oh,
from
Area
Roswell.
51 stuff. Oh,
Come
you're
on,
right,
man.
God damn it.
Jesus,
God damn it.
Ben.
You're right. You're right.
The whole story is just strange. And I'm like, but their TikTok page is like on fire because people watch. That's interesting, I guess.
Well, because they share it because they're like, listen to this shit.
Yeah, people have nothing better than to get involved in this shit because most people's real lives are really shitty.
But they're not sharing it to like
No.
spread the word.
No.
It's a goof.
Yeah.
This guy's the only guy that went to a website.
He bought the shirt.
Yeah.
But do you know it caught me to watch the whole thing? Not because I thought it was real. I thought it was satire. So I watched it laughing as like, oh, this is such a funny rib. And then I realized, holy shit, this guy's dead ass serious. He's not lying. Like he thinks he's serious.
Yeah, no, the best is when you get really crazy and you get too far down the rabbit hole. I remember one time, like this was like 10-something years ago, whatever it was, when my dad and I were working out in Texarkana, and we had separate shifts. So as I was leaving, he was coming in, so back and forth. So I'm coming back home. He's leaving. He leaves his laptop open. I need to fucking do something for my license. And he left his YouTube tab open. And my dad was watching. I saw 3 tabs of nothing but information about lizard people. And I went, oh my God. Oh no. This is why you can't give anybody.
Oh no.
This is why you can't give anybody over the age of 50 fucking technology. You can't give them the internet, man, because before long, everyone's a lizard person. All the frogs are gay. All the birds are fake. All that shit. That's how Alex Jones has stayed alive all these years by boomers having access to the internet, just believing every clickbait nonsense they can. I mean, I'm telling you, man. I watched the videos halfway through. I was like, "Fuck, do I know lizard people?" Like, it's convincing, man. If you get down the rabbit hole too far, you start to second guess shit. But of course that's fake. There's no such thing as lizard people.
Well,
we have to say that.
We have to
Alex
say
Trebek died, by the way. Just so everybody knows, Alex Trebek passed away this morning.
Oh, that's
got a new update here.
What?
At least he lived long enough to see the election.
Hold on.
Yeah. TMZ's reporting it.
No. Listen, I until I can confirm that, man.
Oh yeah, he may have gotten it from that CIA site.
Yeah, I think you just made that up.
Birds got him.
You got everybody. You got everybody looking now.
That would be hot news if we.
That would be fucking hot news
if we were live.
And I don't even have Facebook, so I can't look on Facebook.
You're such a loser.
Oh my God! Let me look for facts on Facebook. What the fuck's wrong with me,
dude? You can look it up later. It doesn't matter.
Wait, you don't have a Facebook anymore? You get married and you get rid of your Facebook?
No, I deleted it off my phone. I still have it on my laptop. I just with this election shit, I just can't do it, man.
What's next? The joint account?
Oh, you don't know how close. Look at his face.
Oh,
No!
See,
wait, is it happening?
See, this is the problem. The problem is AJ's been married before, so he knows the steps and the sanity that you go through.
Oh, here it goes.
He knows he can call the next 5 years probably within 5 or 10% accuracy, and it's gonna piss me the fuck off because there's nothing I can do.
Listen, all I can say, I won't get into it if you don't want to. Is that one day in the truck this week? We're sitting there. He sighs and goes, "Natalia wants to get a joint bank account."
Yes, it's happening.
Holy shit! Alex Trebek did die.
He just said that.
This is the man talking about fake birds. I needed to look this shit up.
Seriously.
Okay.
Well, hey, listen.
Yeah.
Marco.
Yeah.
The good news is you'll be divorced in probably 5 years. So.
Son of a bitch, Margaret. That's not true. Jesus Christ.
Oh, I forgot Margaret's. She's got her ear to it right now.
You didn't forget shit. You do this shit on purpose. Now that's gonna cost me a day and a half.
Oh God.
I'm not getting divorced.
Sorry, Margaret.
Jesus Christ. Oh my goodness.
It's so funny you mentioned the topic he brought up in the truck this week.
You can't talk to divorce guys because they know the playbook. And
right.
It's why AJ hasn't found love since.
No. I know the game. I flipped it up page 4. That one's on page 42. I know that one.
Oh, bitch, you're already at page 135. This is going too fast. You need to go home.
Yep.
This is a page 12 relationship.
He's got Anthony has a card. It's got like 12 things with check boxes.
Yeah.
If you hit more than 6 of them, it's time to cut.
Did you hand him the card like I'm sorry, like a pink slip?
I mean, there's some, and I think, I don't know if Ben and me I discussed this with you, or I think we mentioned it, or it may have been Blake, where like there'll be times like day one they mention something, and I was like, oh, number 3 on the card. Well, it was nice talking to you.
No. It's great. Like not to get too far, but the best thing is whenever I hear, because Ben will tell me something that you and him talked about, and I'm like, man, AJ calls this shit way too quick. But then again, maybe it's happened so many times. He's like, nah, I'm not. Nope, done. Beep, next.
We were talking on the last podcast.
Yeah.
We were talking about how he and I hate chompers, people that chew with their mouth open. You do that.
Right.
You do that, by the way.
I do.
You do. You're very loud in the truck.
I am.
I even mentioned it on the show. But I mean, whatever. But he said like if it was date 1 and she was doing that, he may not even stick the meal out.
Right. I may leave.
You know what? I totally fucking understand. Yeah. I get it. I
can't deal with that.
Because you're just like nah. We barely know each other's last names, and I'm already writing off like
I'm annoyed by you chomping.
Yeah, no, dude, that's a good call, man. That's a good call.
And you know what? I have a good story. I'm not going to tell him today. I have a fantastic story for the podcast
that he'll forget by Tuesday.
No. This is. It has to do with a first date from Bumble or something or Tinder. And what happened, and then what preceded it, like 8 months later.
Oh my God.
It's a great story. It's an absolutely mind blowing that this happened story.
That's great.
And I'm going to assume it's something that can only happen to you.
It is absolutely ridiculous.
So it's something that can only have happened to AJ. Awesome. Those are the best stories.
Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. But we'll tell that Wednesday.
I remember this just like. See, he takes this so not seriously and is so not invested in trying to make anything out of seeing a girl that remember when he was I think he was going to meet a girl at Dave & Buster's, and you're like, I'm not even going to shower. You wore like sweatpants. Do you remember this?
I do.
You put about 5% effort into this, like, get together. Right. I don't know.
Listen, if you can't have me at 5%, you're not getting me at 100.
I don't know what that means. I don't even know what that means.
I don't know either, but
You might as what is that like? You might as well see me at my worst right off the bat.
Yeah, get it
So
out
if
of the
you-
way.
If you
Just get
can't
out of the
handle
way,
that,
yeah.
then what are we doing?
Yeah.
if you can't handle sweatpants and a tank top,
Yeah.
not showered for 2 days, then you're no good for me.
Literally, I was
Oh
like,
my
"What are you gonna do? Like, what if you like?"
Yeah.
I think I was like, "What if you go with like I don't know, it was like a parking lot blowy or something? You got like a 2-day funk on your junk. What's going on
Oh,
there?"
it happens. Hey, wait, speaking of, have I ever told? I did tell the story about Gainesville, right?
We're both squinting
I
at
think
each
I
other.
told it.
Gains.
About shitting in the church bushes.
Yes,
I did,
the
right?
date.
Oh, that was a good
the
story.
girl at the bar or whatever, right?
Right. Okay.
College girl or
That's
something.
that's right.
The more details
That's a
there
good
are,
story.
the more the story gets ruined. Shitting in the bushes during the day is all I need to hear.
Yeah, in
Oh.
front of a church.
In front of a church in Gainesville.
In the church bushes.
Yeah.
Like, and I used my wife beater to wipe my ass.
Wait. Was it like the big church there, like the main church?
Yes.
I worked right behind that church for.
So
Yeah.
you may have like walked.
I at least
depending on the
walked
timing,
past.
Walked past the ghost of a shit or
Yeah,
something.
I've definitely walked past the ghost of that church.
And mind you, this was like in the middle. It was like midnight or something. I don't know. Yeah.
Well, that's the best time to do it.
if
Not
you're
in,
gonna
the,
shit, it's got to be the witching hour.
not in the light of day.
No.
Never tell you. Oh, so
Oh wait, the witching hour is 3.
we'll close this one. I was at I think like Fifth Street Park or some park. I was a kid. My dad took me with like my cousins and my uncle, and we were all playing. And I was like fucking I don't know 12, 10, something like that. I had maybe a little bit older, but I think it was pre bar mitzvah where I became a man. I had to shit so bad, and I got so panicky, and I went to like there's this like freestanding building there. I don't remember which park this was. I was looking for a bathroom. I couldn't find a bathroom on this building, and I like looked around, and I pulled down my pants to shit, like down like this, like it was like almost like a corridor through the building, you know. And I went to shit, and apparently I didn't pull my pants down enough.
Oh.
Wow.
And I shit these nuggets into my fucking like pants. And then I'm squatting looking at them, and I did that thing where I reached under my pants and with my fingers popped them out.
Wow.
And then kind of like shamefully with my unwiped shitty ass walked back and was like, "Dad, I want to go home." I didn't want to tell him what had happened, but I was just miserable. I was like, "I want to go home."
Wow.
Ben, I think we have to end it now.
Well, I need to meditate for this Dolphin game. And speaking of not showering, I haven't showered in 2 days, so I need to do that
This
soon.
is
Oh,
good.
jeez. I showered this morning because I was on a 2-day bender today.
Yeah.
This whole 4:00 game bullshit nonsense. I want my games at 1 p.m., sir.
Yeah,
I'm used to watching my Dolphins at 1 p.m.
I get too much anxiety waiting an extra 3
I
hours.
know it's fucking.
Well,
and there's no
I get
game
to-
between now. Like there's no 1:00 games where I'm like, I want to see this.
Well, I mean, you don't want to be miserable and watch the Giants play at 1 o'clock.
Oh, buddy.
Buddy, my whole situation now as a Dolphins fan, owning the Texans first overall and second overall pick, is I need teams like the Giants to win a few games. Because
Right, this is
the
true.
Texans are a top 5 pick right now. I need.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? Here, we'll. I don't want to get too deep into football talk, but if the Jets could put a run on at some point this year, and whatever, God forbid, and this is way like the odds of this happening are remote, but I still think about it. Like if I could fantasy book the rest of the season, we get the number 1 overall pick. We already have our starting quarterback. We could literally trade that because Trevor Lawrence is coming out this year for someone's entire draft. It would be like a Herschel Walker level trade.
Right.
Or we get
Right.
that ETN Jr. guy. Holy
No, but
fuck.
he's not going to go top 5 anyways.
You don't think so?
You wouldn't use him as a top pick. And if you could get someone's whole draft for it,
Seeing that guy run last night, I was like, holy
yeah,
fuck.
he's great. We might be able to get him if our pick drops.
Speaking of people who can run, AJ, we opened the podcast about a certain cowboy superstar. that made his debut last week. It was also his farewell.
Honestly,
Ben Dinucci.
his real debut last week was on TikTok. It was not.
Ben Dinucci.
It was not.
But he got benched. He's benched today.
I know.
Yeah, well,
we were really upset about
he
that.
he was
Yeah.
too progressive. He was too good for his time. So they have to.
Right.
They
I
have
mean,
to
the guy
wait.
went viral on TikTok.
Then his
Ben
old tweets and posts got viral.
Yeah.
Did you see any of those?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Tony Romo, you fuck.
You suck.
I mean, he wasn't lying.
I mean, Romo was a good quarterback.
Yeah, but if you're gonna say that kind of shit, you probably shouldn't have gone out there and played the Ben DiNucci game you played.
Right.
Right.
You might have want to back those words up with something just a little bit more substantive.
Ridiculous.
I just love it. I told Ben my favorite part about that whole experience was the post game with Jerry Jones, who literally looked like someone just took a shit right on his chest. It was fucking phenomenal.
The Cowboys suck.
Oh, it's phenomenal to see that Jerry's in a place where money, time, nothing matters. You just got to wait this one out, man.
Well, time matters. He's running out of it.
Oh,
Yeah, time matters. I've been on this call for 48 minutes. I gotta go.
all right.
All right.
The phone's dying.
We all got to go. Okay, bye.
All right, goodbye.
Okay, buddy. I hear you looking at me. Let's go.
You want to go?
Fins up, sir. Fins up.
Okay, I'll turn it off then.
Okay.
I didn't know if you wanted to.
Oh, we want to talk about AJ?
Yeah, we could talk shit about him now.
Well, there's fucking, that whole frogs are gay shit and the birds not being real. Ooh.
Oh my god.
Ooh.
That's why do you think I really call it the Furlough Files?
Yeah.
And
He
put,
was
like,
starting to look like the cabin in the woods guy with the fucking thing on. Then he shaved his fucking beard, and I'm like,
Oh no, he definitely looked like he mailed people bombs.
100%
Yeah.
knows how to acquire anthrax.
Yeah.
I personally love the fact that Blake's up there and just almost humble bragging it with no idea whatsoever what he's actually.
he's oblivious.
He's so oblivious.
He's oblivious.
I love it. I love it.
Self-centered and oblivious. But I was because I messaged him yesterday. I go, he posted again that he was in Atlanta about something, and somebody else that lives in Atlanta wrote, "Are you in town?" Like he's got multiple friends. He's not seeing with all the spare time he has to post and visit things. So I told him that, and then he told me something this morning, and I'm like, "Are you going to rip him about it? If you do, in the thread would be preferable so we can see it, and
So we can all enjoy it.
And then I said, or you could do it on the podcast.
Yeah.
We were going to do it Tuesday, but I got him on this, and he volunteered to do it early, I guess.
I just hope Blake takes a picture of his house as he drives by it in like an Uber. I mean, just the level of ineptitude as far as seeing. I don't know, man. He's so oblivious. It's fantastic.
Yeah, it's really
fantastic, man. It's like it goes beyond being. I can't be angry at that level of oblivion. I can't.
He drives down to do Dave's stuff all the time,
And we never see him.
He has to pass our area.
Yeah,
you could be like, "Hey, you guys want to grab a drink afterwards, or you want to, or do you want me to come down early?" I would do that.
Yeah,
You might do that.
if I can think about it.
Yeah.
I understand his oblivion. It's just at a level that I'm not capable of.
Oblivion.
Like his just the because I do lots of shit and I'm completely oblivious to it.
Oh, I know.
all the fucking time.
Like I bring up the drive-through all the fucking time.
and all the time.
It's a great
all
it's
the
a
time.
great
I
example.
100% realize I'm going to do that again,
Mhm.
and I'm not going to understand your anger at first until I go, oh fuck yeah, I totally just did that because that's just what happens.
Mhm.
So I understand, but Blake has it turned up to 11,
Mm.
and it's fantastic to witness in person.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's fantastic. That's hey, do you got anything good to do around here? I'm here for a few days. Just if you have some ideas, just hit me up with a text. I'm sure that conversation didn't happen. But
No. I
putting words into Chadwick's mouth.
here's my disclaimer with a jab at the end of it. I really like Blake. Now here's the shiv, in the side, but he does that so much that I'm not sure he likes me sometimes.
Oh, you brought it to a sad place. You brought it now. See now,
No,
now
but
it's weird.
I planned it. I even had the setup for it. So that's obviously
Well, it's beautifully executed.
All right.
So let's go. Let's get ready for Tua time.
Yeah, dude, I can't watch that game without having my balls washed. So
All right.
we gotta